The burial hadn't even ended, and already she knew something was wrong. Not because of grief, because of the look on her stepmother's face. Calm, too calm, like a woman who already knew how this story would end. She didn't know it yet, but the real will was 6 feet under the ground, buried with her father, on purpose, and it would take her 4 months to prove it. If you watched the story about the will changed 3 days before he died, you already know how far people will go for a house. This one goes further. Stay till the end, she wins. Her name was Amara. She grew up in a family house off Abakaliki Road on the outskirts of Enugu. 3 bedrooms, a veranda her father built with his own hands the year she was born. Her mother died when Amara was 9. For 2 years, it was just the two of them. Her father, Chief Nnamdi, ran a small spare parts and auto repair shop in town. Amara learned to identify engine parts before she learned long division. When Amara was 11, Chief Nnamdi met Comfort at a church women's fellowship program. Comfort was warm in the beginning. She brought jollof on Sundays. She remembered Amara's birthday. Chief Nnamdi married her the following spring. For years, it looked like a real family. But there was one thing Comfort never stopped mentioning, that the house was in Chief Nnamdi's name only, not hers. She brought it up at dinner, she brought it up on anniversaries. What will happen to me if something happens to you? In 2019, Chief Nnamdi finally answered that question the way he thought was fair. He drew up a will. The house, the veranda, the shop, everything would go to Amara. Comfort would keep the savings account, the car, and a life insurance payout worth 12 million naira. Chief Nnamdi told his lawyer it was enough for her to start over if it ever came to that. He signed it, 2 witnesses signed it, it was notarized and deposited at the probate registry. Comfort found out about the will's content in 2021 by accident, going through his file cabinet. She never mentioned finding it, but something shifted after that. In late 2023, Chief Nnamdi was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. 6 weeks, the doctors told him, maybe 8. Comfort took leave from her job to care for him. She was rarely more than a room away. Amara visited every weekend, but Comfort controlled the schedule. He's tired today. He's resting. Maybe next week. Amara's visits got shorter, farther apart. One Saturday, Amara arrived early, before Comfort expected her. She heard Comfort on the phone in the corridor, voice low. The lawyer already has the file. I just need him to sign something before it's too late. Comfort saw her standing there. The call ended immediately. Just settling insurance paperwork, she said, smiling. Nothing for you to worry about. Amara let it go. She had no proof it meant anything. She would regret that for the next 4 months. In his final 2 weeks, Chief Nnamdi collared Amara while Comfort was out. His voice was weak, but he said one thing clearly. If anything happens to me, check where I keep my watch. Amara thought it was the medication talking, grief talk. She didn't ask what he meant. Chief Nnamdi died on a Tuesday morning in March. The burial was 4 days after, in the family compound as tradition required. At the reception, a lawyer Amara didn't recognize approached her. He said he now represented Comfort. He told her, gently but firmly, that no will could be located. Not the 2019 version, not any version. Under customary law, without a valid will on record, the estate would pass according to native custom and the administration of estates law. And in practice, that meant Comfort, as the surviving wife in residence, would control the house. Amara would get nothing. Comfort cried in front of the extended family that day, told them her husband had meant to update it but never got around to it. Some relatives believed her. Amara's own auntie, Auntie Ngozi, pulled her aside and told her to let it go for the sake of peace in this family. Your father is not yet in the ground 1 week, and you want to fight over property? Is that what he raised you to be? Amara said nothing back, but she remembered the watch. 2 days after the burial, Amara went looking. Her father kept a small metal box in his workshop behind a shelf of spare parts. Inside, his father's old wristwatch, a photo of Amara's mother, some tools. No documents. She almost gave up, but then she remembered something else, her father's habit going back years. He never trusted just one copy of anything important. Insurance papers, tax receipts, the deed to the house. He kept duplicates at his lawyer's office. Amara called the lawyer's office the next morning. The receptionist said the file had been marked closed, will not on record, after Comfort's visit 6 weeks earlier. Comfort had come in, alone, requesting to review the estate file on her husband's behalf. The original will was in that file. After her visit, it wasn't. Amara asked one question: does the office keep digital copies? The answer changed everything. Yes. Every document filed at that office since 2015 had been scanned and stored on a separate server, a policy the lawyer had put in place himself after watching too many original wills go missing in contested family estates. Comfort didn't know that. The scanned copy of the 2019 will was still on file, signed, witnessed, notarized, dated 4 years before Chief Nnamdi's death. Amara's lawyer filed a petition with the probate registry within the week, asking the court to admit the scanned copy in place of the missing original. Under Nigerian law, a validly executed will can still be admitted to probate without the physical original if there is clear proof it existed and was never revoked by the testator himself. The scanned copy, the witness affidavits, and the notary's records were enough to meet that standard. Comfort's lawyer argued Chief Nnamdi had destroyed it himself before his death, but the paper trail told a different story. The registry log showed the file intact right up until 6 weeks before his death, right up until Comfort's visit. At the hearing, the registrar read the timeline aloud, slowly, for the court record. Comfort's lawyer had no answer for the gap. Comfort looked at the floor. The court ruled in Amara's favor. The house, the veranda, the shop, everything her father built was hers. Comfort kept the 12 million naira insurance payout, exactly as Chief Nnamdi had planned all along. Nothing more. Outside the courtroom, Aunty Ngozi found Amara first. She said, "I didn't know. I only wanted peace." Amara said, "I know, but peace was never yours to give away with my inheritance." She didn't wait for a reply. She walked to the property office, signed for her father's wristwatch, submitted as evidence, and put it on her own wrist. She still keeps it there, where he always kept it. If this is the first video of mine you've watched, there's a reason people keep coming back to this channel. Every story here is true to the pattern, even when the names change. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one, because next week's story is worse. Tell me in the comments, would you have believed Comfort's tears or trusted the paperwork? I read every single one.